All right. You already know what it is. Today's the first installment of Funnel Fridays, the day when we go over a funnel and pretend like, hey, that's my business. I'm gonna show you exactly what I would do to market it and to just scale that shit to the moon. So let's get into this. Today we're talking about my favorite, a credit repair business. And what we've done is actually we've created out two types of funnels over here, two versions of this funnel that I want to go over and explain my exact marketing solution. So let's get into this right now. So over here, you guys have probably seen this already. We have three funnels over here to start that I want to talk about over here. First one over here is a regular schedule a credit consult funnel, okay? And now the way this works is we split test first, a short form landing page versus a long form landing page, okay? Then it goes to the schedule, then it goes to a thank you page. But the way I would build this out is that first they hit the landing page. When they hit this little button over here called schedule now over there, a pop-up will appear, and that pop-up will ask them for obviously their name, email, and phone number. What we like to do is we like to make sure that the name and the email is required, because if you make the number required, it's going to add a little bit more friction. And especially in the very, very beginning, we want to make sure we're getting everybody in. And at the very minimum, we're at least getting them their emails, so that obviously what we can do is send them out into a needs nurture campaign. All right, cool. Next thing over here is taking them over to a schedule page, and then finally to a thank you page. I'm going to go into a little bit more in the marketing, but I want to talk about this thank you page right here, because I've seen a lot of people do thank you pages, but I always see people missing this one crucial thing in the thank you page, which I can almost guarantee will 10x the amount of people that actually show up to this mother effing appointment. Don't you guys hate it? Don't you guys hate when people schedule an appointment and they don't show up? Oh my gosh, that's just like throwing money out the window, and it just infuriates me, wasting my time. We don't want people wasting your time. So let me tell you the exact secret over here that I put into this thank you page to 10x the amount of people showing up. Now, that's the first things right here, okay? It's the first thing that I put onto here. It says your assigned credit repair expert will be reaching out shortly via text and email to introduce themselves. Make sure to respond yes to confirm the email. I'm going to repeat that because this is so crucial here. And like I said, I see so many people missing this. Make sure to respond yes to confirm the appointment. So then obviously what we do is we set up a quick campaign that sends out text messages and emails that says, hey, we take our calls very, very serious. And what I even do is in that text message, in that email, I even say, hey, we take our calls very serious. Typically we charge $297 or some sort of price that's at least like above $200-300. So it actually has some sort of significance. So that if they miss that appointment, they're like, oh no, I just missed out on like $300. Because if you put it too low, you put like a $97-50, no one's really give a shit. Okay. But if you put it at $300, $500, a grand, a Gino, and people are gonna take that a whole lot more serious. And so then when they actually get that text message or that email coming into them saying, hey, you must confirm this appointment because you take every calls very serious, you're only gonna get one free appointment. And we typically value this appointment at $297. We typically charge $297, but because we have the special, we're giving this to you for free. So what I'm trying to say is this one piece of advice right at the back, Blade, me providing this alpha right at the back. What you need to do, okay, what you need to do is on that thank you page and on that workflow, make sure that they confirm yes, okay? Make sure that they confirm yes, okay? And then after they confirm yes, you do a quick if-else statement, okay? So that if they confirm yes, they respond by saying yes, then boom. Then we hit them with their appointment reminders, okay? I'm talking 48 hours before, 24 hours before, okay? 3 hours before, 1 hour before, 30 minutes before, and 15 minutes before. And then the actual time of the appointment, what you're going to do, maybe like 15 minutes before, 10 minutes before, I always send out a text message saying, hey, I'm finishing up a call. I'm going to call you in 15 or 20 minutes. Okay. So right before 15 minutes, 10 minutes prior, hey, I'm finishing up a call. I'll call you in 15, 20 minutes. I always say that, hey, I'm finishing up a call because it makes it seem like your time is valuable. It makes you seem like you're actually busy so that they're more entitled to actually want to show up to the appointment. They're like, oh my gosh, this guy's booked. This guy has a booked schedule. He just got off a call. I don't want to F with his time. He's busy. He's not busy. Man, he's a busy alpha. All right. A couple other key points over here. All landing pages had to have a click pop up for the lead form. We talked about that. When they submit the lead form, but they don't schedule a retarget, plus add them to a Facebook audience. See, now, guys, you don't usually go high level already because this makes it super, super easy to be able to add people to a Facebook custom audience. Obviously, check out my link down below. What I'm trying to say is that on the actual workflow, I'm getting close to this mic because this also is vital. Okay. Now, if you're spending maybe under like $5 a day in paid ads, $10 a day in paid ads, and you don't really have a whole lot of leads, this might not be as important. But once you start scaling this shit up, you always got to put the foundations in place so that you can properly scale. When you start scaling up, it's going to make a big difference. So people that hit that landing page, but they don't schedule an appointment, that's a lead right there. That's a hot lead. Somebody that's actually interested, but for some reason they didn't schedule. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they actually, most people, honestly, maybe they're probably like me. They're probably taking a shit, scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through Facebook, scrolling through YouTube, and they see your ad. They submit that lead form, but they don't schedule because maybe they're done with their shit or something like that. Maybe they're leaving. Maybe they got distracted. Maybe they ran out of Wi-Fi. Maybe they're actually texting in the car like most people are doing. All right. What I'm trying to say is that you need to make sure you have systems in the place to retarget the people that hit that lead form but don't schedule an appointment with you, okay? Now, that just feels like just basic knowledge for me, but I've been doing this my entire life, okay? So make sure you put that into place. Now, a couple other things. My favorite, and I want to give you one of my secrets, my favorite way to just run paid ads, honestly, my favorite type of way, is to first hit people with Google. Now, the most high quality is going to be Google, okay? Google keyword search based, okay? If you run a Google keyword, in which case, look, if I search up on here, if I search up, where we go to Google, if I search up over here, credit, repair, companies, near me. What's going to pop up is an ad over here. So people actually physically searching this shit up is the most likely to convert. Those will be the highest quality because those people are actually searching for a credit per company, okay? So you're going to run a keyword-based search ad, and then what you're going to do is you retarget that with Facebook. That's my favorite way to run ads because I've always found just running numbers, spending hundreds of $1,000s in ads, that's the way it works. That's the best way to do it, okay? Obviously, if you're in credit repair, some sort of financial, a lot of times it's very difficult to run credit repair ads to Google. So what you actually can do to get around that is you can run ads retargeting your YouTube videos, okay? Pretty much like you boosting a post on Facebook. It's just that you have to go into the actual Google ad manager and you're gonna have to like kind of boost that YouTube video so it gets broadcasted out to more people, okay? Cool. Now let me show you another cool trick that as well that might help is actually is over here. It's called Lead Enforce. Okay. Now there's a bunch of other software companies that do this, but what you're actually able to do with Lead Enforce is what you're able to do with Lead Enforce is you're able to ethically steal competitors' leads. So if somebody is running an ad, if somebody has a Facebook group, if somebody has a Facebook page and they have a bunch of people commenting on that page, what you're able to do is you're able to take their Facebook page, take their Facebook, Google, Facebook group, plug it into Lead Enforce, and it's gonna pull up a massive, it's not gonna give you the actual list, but it's gonna take a big list of Facebook IDs, and it's gonna take that, it's gonna put into Facebook into a Facebook audience so that you can actually specifically target your competitors' leads. You can specifically target your competitors' engagement. So anybody that comments, likes on your competitors' posts, those people are actually interested. So why not target those people? Ethically stealing their competitors, okay? All right, so that's just a couple of little things over here. That's the first type of funnel that I want to talk about. The second one over here is a little bit of a business funding, okay? Now, this business funding comes down to a webinar. They actually register for the offer that you have. They schedule and they go to the thank you page, okay? Now, this is an amazing, amazing funnel if done right. Now, business funding, this is a little bit more high ticket because these people need to be able to have, cash flow. All right. They need to have either cash flow, high capital, or equity, or they need to have a good credit score. So these type of people are kind of high rollers. These guys are high value people, and it's okay because the profits of getting somebody into business funding is also high ticket as well. So this is more of a high ticket funnel over here, but it's great. My favorite way is of running high ticket funnels. I talk a lot, so I got to drink a little water. My favorite way of running high ticket funnels is to retarget people that watch your videos. Because if you run any sort of ads, you're gonna find that if you're running like a Facebook ad, out on Facebook, you're putting it out there. Facebook optimizes to people with the lowest cost. So it's immediately going to send out that ad to people. Most likely they click on it to bring that cost per click down. But on a product like this, where the minimum profit margin, the minimum amount of money that you're making on it is like, 2, 3, 5 grand plus, you don't really, that cost per acquisition doesn't really matter as much as if you're running like a low ticket thing. You just want to get clients to the door. Doesn't matter. They're going to spend $5 to get a client, $50 to get a client, $100, even $200 to get a client. I have this one of my buddies over here. He's making like $100K a month just on running ads and building out funnels. People, his average cost per acquisition on a client is a Gino, is a grand, is $1,000. Every single time he spends $1,000 on Facebook ads, he gets a client. But that's perfectly okay because the minimum amount of money to be able to build one of his funnels, his workflows, his automations, AI bot, everything he has is 5 bands. So every single time he spends a grand, he makes 5 grand. So obviously he's making like 4 grand minus, contractors and stuff, expenses. So he's pulling 3 grand every single time he puts in a grand to Facebook ads. So I'm trying to say to kind of get out of this is that high ticket funnels like this, the costs per acquisition doesn't really matter too much. So the best way I found to really run funnels like this is to retarget people that watch your videos. Okay, Blade, what does that mean? How do I do that? The way I do this, and what I found that works for me, is that I put out a YouTube video. Actually, no, stretch it. What I do is I put out a short. Okay, I put out a short. These shorts are usually under a minute, under 2 minutes. You really don't want to talk on a short for too long because people just lose interest, and TikTok just ruined this for everybody because you have you got short-term memory or whatever it is, short-term retention. You're always just scrolling. So what I found the best way of doing this is you use a short to get people into a longer form video where you actually explain the entire video, and then from that video they're like, oh my gosh, I'd actually want to do this. This is an hour-long video on how to get business funding. F that. I'd rather just hire this shit out, okay? I don't have the time for this, okay? Because the people that actually do have the time to watch that hour-long video and implement them themselves, that's not really your audience. Because especially on a high-ticket funnel like this, you want to speak to people that are making a lot of money, that don't really have a lot of time on their hands. So the funnel strategy on this is to retarget people that watch that video of yours, that watch that long form videos of yours, but has clicked off because they don't have time for that. Okay. Or watch that long form video of yours, hit your funnel, and then you retarget those people based upon website visitors. Because like I said, the people that actually watch that hour-long video that explains how exactly you do something, those people don't really have a lot of money because they have to watch that entire video. They have the time to watch that. More importantly, they have the time to watch that entire video and implement it themselves. So my funnel strategy on this one is what I do. I put a short form video, okay? I put a little short. That short, what it's going to do, first 5 seconds, because, I used to say 7 seconds, but it's gone down even more. First 5 seconds, as soon as possible, you're going to be like, all right, this is what this video is about. Okay, this is how you get business fund. This is how you get 100K in business funding in 30 days in 0% interest. And then you're going to show proof. And then you're going to be like, all right, watch this next video or watch this long form video or check out the description below to see exactly the long form video and how to do it. So they check out that short. Okay. Then they go to that long form video that proves that you know what you're talking about, which is why it's so important that in that long form video, you properly explain with good value, so that they can trust you on that video, so that they feel comfortable, but like, F this. I don't want to spend hours and hours every day trying to get business funding. F this. I don't want to spend an hour or two watch this entire video to learn how to get business funding. F this. I don't have the time for that. Rather, I'm going to scroll down to the description. I'm going to click that link and I'm going to pay you to do it instead because I don't have the time for this. Okay. And obviously over here, application to begin the business funding, it says credit behavior right here. I just put a couple of things up here for now. But what I'm trying to say in the application, obviously, you're going to have a pre-qualification saying, hey, what's your credit score? Hey, how much money you have for in the budget, blah, blah, blah. And then obviously what you're going to do is that if they don't have enough money, downsell them to something like, I don't know, a credit report program, something like that. But they do have enough money, then you take them over to schedule an appointment. And what's really, really cool about this is that this application, honestly, the way I see it, these applications and all that stuff is going to become obsolete, because the way I see it is that AI through text messaging, through Messenger, through Instagram DMs, all that stuff is to take over. Because you can have a full-blown conversation with somebody through Messenger and not even have to be there. It can run for you 24 hours. So somebody can be up at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. I don't know. Maybe he's just the type of guy that's just up, or maybe they up really, really early, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. I don't know what this guy is. But you can have this AI chatbot pre-qualify them, fully have a conversation, provide value, send them out trainings, and then pre-qualify them and schedule an appointment for you. So what's really great about that is that through AI, through chatbots, like let's say they qualify, okay? They say that they qualify. Let's say that they schedule an appointment. You can set up AI to then just reach out to them and be like, hey, I know you like business funding. I have 3 ebooks. One's on how you can get business funding in 30 days. One's how you can fix your credit report in 30 days. And one's how you can do X, Y, and Z. And you can have them choose, and you can have them go conversate as if it was a VA, just hanging them trainings and be like, hey, click this link over here. You got some amazing training. Providing them with a whole bunch of value before they actually hop onto the actual call. The reason why we do this is because this is like literally my favorite, and I learned this from my buddies, is that between the time of the actual time they submit the call, they schedule the call, and the time they actually call, it's very important, very vital that you're constantly hitting these people up with more and more value. You constantly hitting people up with, hey, this is how the program's going to work. Hey, have you seen the webinar that explains how the program's going to work? Hey, have you seen that training that shows you how to do X, Y, and Z? You're constantly sending them value, constantly showing them exactly how things are going to work. So when they actually hop on the call, and especially if it's a high ticket call, they know exactly what's going to happen. They're already ready. They already sold themselves. Okay. And if these guys, and even better, if you set up an AI chatbot, because these guys can have like questions. Okay. So if you set the AI chatbot with a massive FAQ list of like over 50, 100 questions on here that exactly explains your business, and it's amazing. With ChatGPT, you can like scan my website, come up with 100 questions to train an AI chatbot. And you take the 100 questions, you plug into your chatbot, and boom, it knows your business and it becomes the perfect sales assistant. Okay. So that these people have questions in between the time they actually schedule an appointment and the time that the appointment is actually commences. They can ask the chatbot, like, yo, I have a couple questions of this. What do I need? What are the requirements? And the chatbot will answer it, Having that direct instant communication with the potential client, potential lead. Oh my gosh, let me tell you guys, that's insane. It's insanity. It's just 10x is everything. Okay. I feel like I'm Grant Cardone talking about 10x all the time. All right. Next one over here. My final one, because I love this one over here. Now, I mainly use ebooks as a way to bring like free value, as a way to bring people into my Facebook group. I love bringing people into my Facebook group because from my Facebook group, you can recurring sell people. You can get people. It's a lot easier to get referrals. It's a lot easier to set up like affiliate deals. You can put out webinars just like this, provide tons of value just like this, and then people will eventually buy from you. If they buy something small from you, they pay you a little bit of money, they're going to be a lot more willing to pay you a lot of money. So sometimes what I do is, like, for example, I have something called the 2-week challenge. The 2-week challenge is only $47. Okay. Honestly, like 2 years ago, I used to sell for $7, but it doesn't matter. That doesn't really matter. $47, $7, $50, that's the chump change. Who cares about that? Maybe even $47, maybe it's enough to cover ad spend, but who cares? That's chump change anyway. I'm not talking about, that's pennies. F that. I spend that on iPhone subscriptions every month. Okay. What I'm trying to say is that if you sell something like an ebook for like $50, people trust you. When they give you money, it's a sign of trust. And then if you're not ebook, you provide a shit ton of value, and mix it up. It's gotta be, I'm telling you, it's gotta be videos. It's gotta be a lot of graphics, gotta look nice, and it has to have words. It has to have copy. It has to have all forms of those. It has to have video, graphics, and copy, because everybody's different. Some people are readers, some people are like comic book readers where they like infographics, and other people are straight up, hey, I just want to watch a video. And some people are just like, I just need a checklist. That's what I want. Okay. But if you provide a shit ton of value on just a simple $40 product, a chump change product, they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this chump change book that I only paid $40 for, $50 for, $100 for, providing me with this much value. I wonder what's gonna happen when I buy something really, really expensive from him. If I just paid $50, if I just paid $100 on this chump change ebook and I made me $1,000, imagine if I were to pay this guy $1,000. That's probably making $10,000. What if I pay this guy $10,000? It's probably making me $100,000. What I'm trying to say is there's kind of like levels to this. You originally got to embark that trust with people, and the thing is, when somebody buys something from you, the immediate response is like, oh my gosh, let me get a good decision. So what you always need to do is instant value. Even if you're offering some sort of service that takes a couple of days to complete, I don't care. Come up with some sort of ebook that you can give them. Because once they hand you money, they're like, oh my gosh, maybe I should get a refund. I don't know. I'm nervous. I just spent a lot of money or whatever it is. I just spent a couple of bucks on this guy. I'm nervous. Should I even pay that guy? That's the first thing that goes to this guy's mind, Like me, I just bought an iPhone recently, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I just bought this iPhone." But I had the iPhone 11. Should I have done that? Then I scroll through the iPhone. The screen's not cracked. The camera's so much better. I'm like, "Yeah, this is a good investment." So I'm trying to say is that provide instant value on ebooks. Make sure you give like a lot of value, a ton of value on these ebooks, so that they feel more entitled to want to spend more money with you. And then obviously combine that with the Facebook group, the community, or a Discord, whatever the F you're using. So you keep a group of people in there, get them engaged, get them talking to each other, and then provide as much value in the Facebook group and then sell them on other things. A community is a great way just to get reoccurring buys. Put people on a tier list. They buy a $50 product, then they buy $1,000 product, then maybe they buy a subscription, or maybe they buy a $10,000 product. And you slowly just level them up from there. And then if you get it's even better when you get the community going. You get the community going like, yo, I just made money on this thing. Blade's product's amazing. I love this, testimonials and everything. It gets other people to sell them. So if you had this community going to the point where everybody is posting, hey, I made money on here, posting success stories, this worked for me, that worked for me, gets community going and engaged and accountable, it's gonna pretty much sell your product for you. So that's the goal. That's the total freaking goal. All right. Next thing over here. Now, final funnel that I want to go over here too. And by the way, guys, if you like this stuff, drop a comment down below. If you're watching this from the Facebook group, let me know what type of funnel you want me to analyze next. Okay, guys, I love doing these things. I love providing values, and I love making millionaires. So let's rock. Last one over here. Now, this is a little bit more complicated one, but I actually love this one because we recently built this out for clients. Okay. Now, this client mainly wanted to build a system that just has multiple upsells. Things are going everywhere here. Okay. And initially, he wanted to be able, actually, this is Paris. She wanted to be able to combine business funding in credit repair. But then I broke it down to her. I was like, hey, chances are if they have credit, if they want to get credit repair, they don't yet qualify for business funding because you first got to fix the credit. And she was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So I was like, all right, no worries. But what we'll do is we'll set them up into a Facebook community so that you can get the community jumping, get them hyped and stuff. And then when they're ready, once they have enough money, you talk about all these passive income opportunities. But all you need is capital to be able to invest. Maybe you throw some real estate opportunities. Maybe you partner up with a couple of Amazon FBA companies. Maybe you partner up with a trading bot, and you're posting about this in your community. Like, hey guys, all you need is some capital, and you can be making X amount every single day. Check out my buddy. We just built this entire one of my buddies, one of my good friends. Actually, this guy right here. When I was talking about him, his name is Marco. Excellent guy, guys. And if you guys need your credit repair or some business funding, go to Marco Phillips with Max Out Leverage, because I'm shouting him out right now. What I'm trying to say is that what we built out with Marco is on his group. His business funding thing is he gets people into business funding, okay, and then he finds a real estate opportunity, a real estate property that has a certain amount of capital that you have to be able to get. So let's say it's like $1 million for this property, okay, and you can put renters in it. Is probably worth $1 million. He gets 10 people, get them 100K in business funding. Boom, he got $1 million. Okay, gets his place. I started putting renters in it. A couple units in it, puts renters in it, and starts making passive income. Then that passive income he just distributes among his investors. Boom, easy way to make money. What I'm trying to say is that he's always hustling. He's always out there finding next real estate opportunity. And as soon as he finds that real estate opportunity, he puts it into his community. He's like, hey, I need 10 investors with 100K, 50K, whatever it is. And matter of fact, I'll even show you how you can get that capital within the next 30 days for this amazing, amazing real estate opportunity that's going to be making you X amount every single day, every single month, and just straight passive income. All you need is capital. And I'll show you how to do it. Matter of fact, I'll hold your hand and I can do it for you. Okay. So that is his kind of funnel. But let me break this one down over here. So we built this out for this chick named Paris. Okay. And it was an amazing funnel. I love this one. So the way we built this out is we have a little opt-in page over here where they opt in, obviously giving them the email, phone number, name. And we give them a free ebook. We give them a free ebook. We give them a little training that explains how you can fix your credit. Okay. From there, we take them over to the video that explains the ebook. And what this does is saying, hey, congratulations, you're making an excellent decision. We just sent you over the ebook via email. Look out for that. If you don't get it, obviously wait a little bit or contact us. But the next thing I have for you is an amazing, amazing upsell that's going to teach you how to do X, Y, and Z. Now, matter of fact, this only costs $97. We already provided you with so much value in that free one. Just pay us $100 and we got the best value ever. That's going to deliver results even quicker, even better, even faster, and it's money back guaranteed. So you have no risk. So what we do is then after they click that button over here, they either click that button and they buy this ebook, or they don't buy and they hover their little mouse over here by the X button. And the way Go High Level you can set up is that if they go over to that X button, you can have a pop-up appear, okay? And that pop-up can be like, wait, hold on. I don't want you to miss out on this opportunity. So for a limited time only, I'm going to cut this price from $97 down to $47, over half off, guys, because I don't want you to miss out on this value, but I know how much value I can provide to you. So pretty much that's kind of like downselling the same book just to make sure that they get in. Okay, cool. So they didn't buy, goes down to this 47.5 off. So they buy that $47 product. It goes to, hey, it's being sent over email. Check it out. But what I want to do is I'll set you up with a credit per consultation. And I want to make sure that I walk you through the ebook. Schedule call below. And regardless, if they buy the 97 or 47, it's going to take them over to the actual schedule page for them to schedule a call on. Okay. Because chances are they're already paying you money. They'd be more than happy to schedule a call with you for you to show them exactly how to do that, so they can save time, not to read the ebook, and just schedule a call with them. And on the call, I always say, and now this is a good note to have, guys, make sure you got your pen and paper out, because this is good. Because whenever I put like a schedule up there, I always say, hey, hop on a stress-free call, in which case we show you exactly what to do, regardless if you partner up or not. Because that's immediately, there's a wall right here, boom, it just knocks down that ball of friction, okay? And encourages them to actually schedule a call, because it makes them feel like, hey, this guy's not going to sell me anything. Because the number one thing that people are worried about hopping a call is some sort of high ticket, scary sales pitch that's super stressful, that they can't get off on, like they can't leave, that they can't hang up on, because this guy's just going at them. Because let's face it, we've all been through that, and I go through that like every morning. I get calls every morning. Matter of fact, I don't even have an alarm anymore. I just wake up to calls of people just trying to sell me shit. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that if you say that this is gonna be a stress-free call, and then if you say that there's no obligation, and then if you say I'm gonna show exactly how it's done, regardless of partner up or not, more than likely they will schedule that call. Okay. So get them to schedule a call. Beautiful. And then obviously once they schedule a call, send to the thank you page. We already talked to the thank you page. And on that thank you page, I would have a button that takes me over to the Facebook group. I'm missing an arrow here. But thank you page, button to Facebook group. You always want to get into the Facebook group, the very minimum. And then obviously, if they don't buy the ebook, you send them over to the Facebook group. Then what you need to make sure is that there are campaigns and workflows and emails and text messages and even voicemail drops going throughout this entire funnel, so that at any point, if they miss a step in this funnel, we make sure we send them text messages and emails and voicemails, and even take it one step further and add them to a Facebook group. Guys, Go High Level GHL is my favorite CRM software in the world. Thank you, Sean Clark. You the man, and you're making so many people so much money because of it. Sean Clark, if you're watching this video, thank you. Okay. It's one of the co-founders. If you guys don't know already, one of the co-founders of Go High Level. Guys, matter of fact, you guys haven't signed up for Go High Level already, click the link down below or sign up for Funnel Hacker Labs. If you sign up for Funnel Hacker Labs, we're actually going to give you a free Go High Level account, plus a funnel library, plus 24-hour funnel design demand form. Plus, we're gonna set up your AI chatbot for you. Plus, we're gonna give you exclusive trainings, planning of affiliate deals. Plus, you're overall just gonna join in a network of alpha funnel marketers. In which case, you can network with, pitch ideas off of, and make money together. That's what we're here for. Finally, we already kind of talked about this before. Is that when they actually put them into the group, you're constantly talking about passive income opportunities. You're constantly talking about all that. And then you're going to have another domain, this might be creditrepair.com. This one might be businessfunding.com. And then on there, on that actual Facebook group, you're going to be talking about all the passive income opportunities and what it takes to get into that passive income opportunity. You either got to have capital, you got to have capital, good credit score, you got to be making cash flow, whatever it is. And you talk about the passive income opportunity, but if you show the actual requirements on the actual community, it's going to weed them out a lot better. So anybody that hops in this business funding webinar, they're going to understand what they already need. So they won't schedule a call with you if they're not fitting the requirements. So guys, guys, I want to thank you for watching. And I really do hope that this helped out, guys. I really do hope that this is making some more millionaires, guys. I really do hope that this is helping you all out. Guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or just simply need advice, comment down below, guys. And if you want me to map out your funnel, show you what to do as if I was running the business myself, schedule a funnel mapping session with me. Actually, now I call it an AI funnel mapping session because AI is incredible. So schedule an AI funnel mapping session. Guys, my link's everywhere. I'll talk to you guys later, and peace out, alphas.